Hello everyone, Gaza Mutkash, and I welcome you all to the session on Query Project and Business Report. So guys, let's have a look at the agenda for this session. The agenda for this session includes preparing a clean Excel dashboard ready table. So essentially we'll be preparing the table by combining the multiple different, tables, right? We'll be combining and rather merging the different tables that we have worked on up till now until the previous session. And then we'll be submitting the SQL script along with the result and the business summary as in the way that we'll be presenting them, all right, to the client or to the stakeholders as far as let's say the problem statement is concerned. So far till the previous session we have been working on, let's say, the different tables. We have seen how to connect the different tables, we have seen how to merge the different tables in SQL, and we've also seen how to apply the data cleaning and the transformation steps in MySQL as well by utilizing the views. So let's proceed to the Excel, because let's say over here we have to prepare the, let's say, table ready for the purpose of creating dashboard, right? So we have to create the Excel tables ready for the dashboard creation. So over here I'll be switching to the Excel window. So guys, over here we are in the Excel window, right? So we started with five tables and we have cleansed them as well, let's say, till the previous session. So let's load those tables into the Power Query. So I'm clicking on data, then get data, and then from file, right? So we have five CSV files to begin with. So the five CSV files are, the first is the clean courses table. This is the first table. All right, so we have the course ID, the title, the category, the instructor ID, the published date, and the duration in hours, right? This is the first table that we have. We have cleansed it. Let's say we might require a couple of other cleansing, so that we can do it over here. Currently, I'll be loading it. So this is the first table that we have loaded, right? So this is the, let's say, clean courses. Next, I'll be loading the another table. Let's go to data, then from file. The next table that we have over here is clean instructors. So guys, over here I'm having the instructor ID, the name, the expertise, the email, the join date, and the profile rating. So I'll be loading this as well. Next, I'll go to the data again and then get data, and then from text/CSV. So over here we have the clean, let's say, clean course content. Over here I'm having the content ID, the course ID, the module number, the title, the duration in minutes, and the content type. So let's click on load. Next, I'll be loading. Go to data, get data from the file, and over here I'll be loading clean student feedback. So over here in the feedback table I'm having the feedback ID, the course ID, the student ID, the rating, the review text, and the feedback date, right? So let's click on load. So this is the clean student feedback. Next, I can go to the data again, and we are left with one more table. So from file, from text/CSV, over here we'll be going to the clean video analytics, and once I import it, this is what we have. So in the video analytics we have the content ID, the student ID, the watch duration minutes, then the total duration minutes, and the completion percentage, and the last watched. So next I'm clicking on load. So this is what we have, right? These are the five tables that we have. So once we have loaded all the five tables, then we can directly move to the transform. So for transform, go to data, then go to launch Power Query editor. So we have loaded all the five tables, right? So next we need to merge all these five tables to prepare Excel dashboard ready tables, wherein we can, let's say, generate a business ready, where we can summarize the business problem statement. So we do have all the five tables, right? So in the clean courses, we have the course ID, title, category, instructor, then the published date, and the duration in hours, right? So this is where, let's say, all the course details are available. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I'll be combining the courses and the instructors, because in the courses table, we do have the instructor ID, right? And then we do have the instructor details over here. So first let's combine the course and the instructor. So not all the records would be present. So I'll be only applying the inner join. So over here, let's go to the merge queries, because in the clean courses we have the instructor ID, and in the clean instructors we do have the instructor ID. So based on this, I'm going for merge queries, and then click on merge queries as new. So because I need to compute the business summary as well. So in the clean courses, I'll be combining the instructor ID along with the clean instructors and the instructor ID. And I'm not going with, let's say, left join, rather I'm going with the inner join. So I'm only interested in fetching details where the instructor ID present in the course table must also be present in the clean instructors table. So let's click on OK. So the first merge that we have obtained over here is, this is, okay, let me rename. So I'll call this course and instructor. Over here we do have course and instructor table, right? So based on the course and instructor table, let's understand the okay, so in the clean instructors, maybe over here I can display all the columns. So instructor ID, name, expertise, email, joined on, and the profile rating. So these are the details from the instructors table. All right, these are the details from the instructors table. So first, the first business summary that I need to report is the category wise, let's say, count of different categories. So I want to compute count of different categories. So just click on category, and then maybe I can apply group by. And over here, I'm simply computing the count. All right, so I want to know category wise count. So maybe what we can do, I can duplicate it. I'm simply duplicating it, and this is simply going to be category count, right? Course category count. So just click on group by, and let's say category wise count rows, and okay. So this is the category wise count of courses. Now I'll rename this, instead of count, I'll call this category count. So this is the first business summary that we have. This is category wise count of courses. So let's rename this. So I'll call this category count. All right, this is the first business summary. So I'll call this 1. All right, so this is category wise count. Let's again go to the course instructor. So we have the course ID, then the title, then the category, then the instructor ID, then the published date, then the duration in hours, right? So let's say now I want to know category wise average duration in hours. I want to know category wise average duration in hours, right? So maybe I can go to category and then go to group by. So category wise, I want to find the average for the column duration in hours. So this is going to be category wise average duration in hours, but I'm not computing it over here. First again, I'll be creating a duplicate, and then over here I'll be computing it category wise average duration in hours. So group by, this is going to be category, and the new column name would be average duration hours. So this is going to be average and based on the column duration in hours. So let's click on OK. So this is category wise average duration in hours. Okay, over here I'm getting some error. So let's see this. The duration in hours over here that we have, see over here we do have couple of null values, right? So we do have null string. So first of all, I need to replace the null value maybe with 0. So simply click on replace, and then I'll fill the null values with 0. All right, and the nulls have been replaced with 0. Next, I can transform this to a whole number, or maybe I can transform this to the decimal number, right? What was present originally. So first of all, I'll be undoing this operation and then transform this to decimal number. Yes, so this is what we have. And once we have this, next I can compute category wise duration, category wise average duration. So just go over here, and then we can go to group by, and then category wise, instead of count rows, I'll be using the duration in hours, and this would be average duration in hours. So this is what we have category wise. This is the average duration in hours, and then maybe I can go to home. So I can round this off, right? I can round this off. So over here there should be an option to format. So rounding up option we can somewhere find over here. Okay, I think we'll have this option over here. So let's see where we can find the roundup option. So split, group by, use decimal number, merge columns, okay, manage parameters, then go to transform. So over here we have replace values, fill, pivot, unpivot, move, convert to list, split, format. So in format, okay, we don't have the round up option over here. Yes, rounding is over here, right? So I can round, I can go to round and mention that how many decimal places I need after decimals. So I just need 2. So this is the result that I'm getting. So this is the second business summary that we have. So what are we representing? This is category, category wise average duration. All right, this is the second business summary that we have. To look at the next business summary, let's duplicate this. Maybe another business summary we can generate over here. So let's understand something from the instructors. So instructors expertise, right? So I want to know count, expertise count. So maybe I just need to fetch the expertise count. So I can go to home and then group by. So this is simply the expertise count. So simply this is going to be expertise count, and that's it. Click on OK, and I'll call this is the expertise count. So for statistics, we have 8 instructors. For machine learning, we have 2. For Java, we have 9. For data analysis, we have 6. For React.js, we have 3. And for Python, we have 2. So these are the 3 business summaries and the reports that we have generated so far. Now, so that's it. That's pretty much it. So maybe we can count the instructors and count of the courses. Okay, so course wise, I can compute the count of instructors. This is one more thing that can be done. Course wise count of instructors can be computed. All right, so maybe let's duplicate this, and then I'll be combining it with another table. So let's rename this. This is going to be course wise count of instructors. So how do we do this? So over here, what can be done? So in the course table, I'll be grouping it by and the count of instructors. So course ID based count rows. Okay, and then the column would be, okay, so currently this is course ID wise. Okay, let's see. Okay, again we are not getting anything over here. I simply want course ID wise count of instructors, right? Okay, so for one course, so I'm assuming only one instructor would be there, or maybe there are multiple instructors. All right, so let's, what we can do, we can compute category wise instructors, right? Over here, this is the category count. This is category wise average duration. So maybe what I can compute over here is category wise count of instructors. Let's see this. If we can apply this. So group by, and this is category wise count of instructors. So see, when it comes to count, only rows is available. So currently this is not allowing count of instructors over here. Okay, let's go to the advanced option, category wise grouping. So this is simply count. Is it allowing me to add a column? No. Okay, add grouping. So maybe I can add more groups, right? I can add more groups. So currently this is not needed. All right, let's drop this idea as of now. So maybe I can delete this. So as of now, we have combined the two tables, right? Two tables are combined, which is course instructor. Course and instructor is over here. Then I'll be duplicating it. These are the 3 business summaries that we have extracted. Now in the course and instructor, I'll be adding the course content, course table content. So over here, we have the content ID, course ID, module number, title. And then we have the duration in minutes and the content type, right? So we do have the course ID, which is common over here. So maybe I can combine the clean course content with the course and the instructor table. So let me pick up this over here, and then I'll be clicking on merge queries, and I'll be merging this with the clean course content. This is going to be clean course content, and then based on the course ID. So these are the 2 columns based on which we are combining these 2 tables, and this is going to be the inner only. So this is the course ID, and this should match with this course ID. So let's click on OK. So this is the clean course content, and maybe I can expand it. So guys, these are the data from the clean course content. So over here, let's rename this. So I'll be renaming this to course instructor and the content. So now the first three tables we have combined, and this data over here represents, let's say, Excel ready dashboard table, right? So based on this data, we can generate an Excel dashboard. What are the columns that we have over here? Over here, we have the course ID, title, category, then we have the instructor ID, published date, duration in hours. Then as far as the instructor details are concerned, we have instructor ID, then we have the instructor name, then we have instructor expertise, then instructor email. All right, then joined on and profile rating, and then we have the content ID, then we have the course ID, then the module number, and then the course title, content title, and then we have the duration in minutes as well, and the clean course content type. So based on this, what can be computed? First of all, I can compute, let's say, content type count, right? So this is simply, let's maybe I can rename this. Let's call this content type count. All right, how do we compute the content type count? So simply I can go over here and then click on group by, and let's call this content, then type count, content type count, and this is the clean course, operation is rows. So let's apply this, and this is what we have for video course. We have 11, let's say, in total we have 11 records for video. We have 12, let's say, content. We have 12 courses based on the quiz type, and we have 12 based on the PDF type, 8 on quiz, and 11 we have on of the video format, right? So this is the data that we started with. And as far as the clean course content is concerned, this is the clean course content duration in minutes, right? So this is the duration in minutes. Then we have the module. So then next we have the module. All right, so clean course content ID. So this is the content ID, and then we have the module. So let's see if we can compute the module or something. So group by, and maybe count rows. So only count rows is available. So otherwise count of some other column is not available. So maybe advanced. Okay, so maybe over here I'll be going with the module number, right? So now I want clean course content and module number wise count of rows. So let's see. So what are we getting? So over here I'm getting 1. All right, let's go to the settings. Let's make some modifications. What if I delete this? So currently it shows, let's say, count of course. So that would be 1. But course ID wise, I want to maybe count something else. So that option is not available. It is not showing that available. Okay, so we can apply multiple grouping, but okay. So let's skip this for now. So maybe let's try to apply something else. So we have course duration in minutes, then we have the module number, then we have the content ID, then we have the instructor, right? So instructor profile rating, we do have the instructor profile rating. So that's great. So that way we can judge, uh, let's say expertise wise average rating. I can compute instructor expertise wise average rating. This is something that can be computed, right? So let's click on duplicate, and I'll call this. This is going to be expertise wise average rating. Instructor expertise wise the average rating. So over here I do have instructor expertise. Yes, instructor expertise wise group by. Over here I need average of rating, and then this is the average rating. So okay, for average rating I'm getting an error because maybe it contains some values. Yes, this profile rating is ABC, right? So I'll have to convert this to decimal number. Yes, so now it can be computed. So now if we go to the expertise, instructor expertise, then I can apply the group by, and then expertise wise average. Then over here I'll go for the profile rating. So this would be average profile rating. So these are the business summaries that we are generating over here. All right. So let's click on OK. So this is instructor wise average profile rating, and over here we have computed the expertise wise count, and this is content type based count. All right, so these are the business summaries that I'm computing over here. Next, let's look for some other options. Now, what if I want to know category wise? Okay, not the category wise instructor expertise. All right, now maybe I want to know, let's say over here we do have the category, right? So category and content wise count, category and content type based count. So let's do one thing, let's duplicate it. So this is going to be category and content wise count. So over here I'm considering the category, group by category, not just category, but I want to go for advanced category and content. So over here I'll be looking for the content. Okay, what is the column that we have? The last column that we have is content type, right? Category and the content type. So advanced, so I'll be adding another grouping, and the grouping over here is going to be content type. Yes, this is the category and content type by simply count of rows. So this is content type count. All right, and that's it. So click on OK. So what I'm left with is category and content type wise count. So maybe I can sort it based on this. So sort ascending. Yes, so for AIML we have let's say 2 different content types. For video we have 3 records, for PDF we have 7 records, right? So let's rename this. This is going to be, so these are the different business summaries that we are generating. So this is category and content type wise content type. Category, category and content type wise count. This is what we have. All right, so maybe I can rename this. This is simply going to be content type. That's it. So guys, 6 business summaries that we have generated. Now as of now we have combined the 3 different tables. Next move on to combining the 4th table, right? Let's combine the 4th table. So I'll be duplicating this. So let's duplicate this, and once we have duplicated this, next I can merge this with. So okay, before merging, let's observe the table structure. So we have the course ID, we have the instructor ID, then we do have the content ID, right? So now if I wish it to merge with the student feedback, so student feedback is based on the course ID, right? So for each course we do have the student feedback. So again I'll be merging this based on the course ID, and then maybe we can fetch few details based on the student feedback. So I can compute the average rating. So the first was the profile rating for the instructors. Next would be the student rating for different courses, right? So what can be done over here? I can combine it with the course ID. So I need to merge the queries, and I'll be merging it with the student feedback, right? So this is going to be the student feedback, and the column is going to be the course ID. Over here it's going to be the course ID, and I'm going for the inner join only. So let's click on OK. So over here I've combined the 4 different tables. I'll be expanding the table as well. So all the 4 tables are over here, and this is the, let's say, Excel dashboard ready table that we have prepared over here, right? This is the Excel dashboard ready table that we have over here. So this is what we have, and next what can be done? Next over here, if you just have a look, so we have the course ID, the title, the category, the instructor ID, the published date, duration in hours. Then we have the instructor ID from the instructor table, instructor name, instructor expertise, instructor email, then joined on, and let's say the profile rating for the course content, then the content ID, the module number, then the content title, then the duration in minutes, the content type. Then we have the feedback ID, the course ID, then the, let's say, student feedback student ID. Then we have let's say, so feedback rating, then we have the feedback review, right? So in feedback review, how many reviews do we have? Okay, so we do have a lot of reviews, and it seems the majority of the reviews are unique. All right, so I'm not going to count this then, but a rating can be computed, right? So rating can be computed. So for each course, maybe I can find the average rating. So let's duplicate this. So we are just left with one more table that we need to combine, and this could be course ID wise average rating. So in this table, I'll be simply computing the course ID, and group by I'll be using the average and rating. So this is going to be the feedback rating, right? So this is student rating. For each course, what is the average student rating, right? This is what we have. So guys, as we can see, this is what we have, and as far as the transformation is concerned, we can round this up to 2 decimal places. So this is what we are getting. This is for each course ID, what is the average rating. All right, and then maybe we can sort this, sort descending. So this is the highest rated course. This is the highest rated course that we have. This is course ID wise or course wise average rating, right? So these are the 7 business summaries that we have generated. Next we have this table, and where I'm having, let's say, details from all the 4 tables, right? So as far as the student feedback is concerned, let's say the average rating is what I've included, and then this is the student ID. So this is the student ID, and then the course ID, and then we have the feedback ID, right? Okay, so based on this, let me copy this, and I'll be combining it with the 4th table. So I'll be the 5th table. So I'll be simply duplicating it, and then once this is duplicated, so the table that we have over here is, this is course instructor content. Okay, let me see. Over here we do have the feedback as well, right? So I'll have to rename. Feedback is also there. So we have the course instructor content and then the feedback. All right, so this was the original data, and based on this data, again I have let's say copied this or duplicated this simply. All right, and after the feedback, okay, let's rename this. After the feedback, I do have the, this is feedback plus the video analytics. So over here we do have the video analysis as well. Where do we have it? So let's check what is the common column. Currently I'm deleting this. All right, yes, I'm deleting this. So in this table, we do have the course detail, the instructor detail. See the instructor details, then we have the let's say clean course content details, and lastly we do have the student feedback details, right? So I need to combine this with video analysis. So as far as the video analysis is concerned, we don't have the course ID, but we do have the student ID, right? So over here I can utilize the student ID, and maybe I can compute the completion percentage. So if I were to utilize the student ID over here, so I'll be going over here, then I need to merge it. Go to home, let's click on merge query, and I'll be merging this with so over here we have to find the student ID first. Over here we do have the student ID. I should merge this with the video analysis, and over here we do have the student ID. So this is what I'll be combining, and I'll be using the inner join. So we do have the course ID as well, even that can be used for the join, but currently I'm using the student ID. Let's click OK, and we do have these records. So as far as this table is concerned, maybe I can use all. So guys, this is the final let's say Excel dashboard ready table, where we have combined all the 5 tables, right? All the 5 tables data is present over here. All right, and let's compute the completion percentage. So maybe course ID based completion percentage is something that average completion percentage I can compute. So let's duplicate this, and I'll call this let's say rename course ID wise completion percentage. So simply group by, over here I'll be using the course ID wise average. This is the average completion percentage. and then I'll be using the completion percentage. Okay, so just have a look. This is course ID wise average completion percentage. I can round this up, so I'm simply rounding it up. All right, currently I've rounded it off, and then maybe what I can do, I can sort this. I can simply sort this column, sort descending, and that's it. So this is what we have. So this is course ID wise completion percentage. Then maybe I can duplicate it again. So the final, we do have the final table, and we are computing the business summary, and this is what we need to submit. All right, this is the report that we'll have to submit. These are the different files or the reports that we can submit to the client or to the stakeholders as far as the business problem statement is concerned. Next, what else can be computed? So maybe for each course ID, I can compute the average over here before the completion percentage. We do have the watch duration in minutes and the total duration, right? So maybe for each course ID, I can compute the watch duration in minutes, or let's go for something else. So I can use course ID or maybe the category. All right, I'm using the category. I'm going for advanced. So besides the category, I want to include category and expertise wise, right? Category and expertise wise, over here I'm looking for the average of the watch duration in minutes, and so this is going to be average watch duration. All right, and this is going to be minutes. And add aggregation, so this is average of total duration in minutes, and again over here I'll be using average, so over here I need to use the total duration, right? So I've used the watch duration, then the total duration in minutes, and then maybe category and instructor wise average student rating. So again I can compute it over here. So this is average of I can use the rating, so not the feedback rating but the student rating, right? So student feedback rating, not the instructor rating, and this is the average student rating. So based on category and instructor expertise, these are the two let's say three aggregations that I'm computing, and let's click on OK. So this is the result that we have. This is the result that we have obtained, and maybe we can perform the rounding off operation. So this, I can round this off. So I can let's say click on round up to 2 decimal places. This is done. Then I can use the average total duration. Now I can round this off again up to 2 decimal places, and even this is done. And the last one is this average student rating, again rounding it off up to 2 decimal places. So this is done, and this is what we have. So what are we representing over here? So these are the 9 business summaries that we have generated. Over here we have let's say category and expertise wise average watch duration, then we have the total duration, and we have average student rating. All right, this is what we have, and I can simply over here write instructor expertise. All right, so average watch duration minutes, average total duration minutes, right? And this is the average student rating. That's it. So guys, these are the 9 business summaries that we have, and this is the final Excel dashboard ready table that we have. This is the final Excel dashboard ready table that we have generated over here. This contains information from all the tables that we have worked with. Now, along besides this, this is the, let's say, SQL report that we have. All right, we have worked on this file. We have computed these. We have analyzed the data on SQL, and we have cleansed the data using the views. Right. This is what we have been, let's say, working on till the previous session. So these are the problem statements that we have solved. So this is the, let's say, script that we shall be submitting to the client. Besides this, let's say, Power Query report that we have, and then maybe I can click on close and load. So once I close it and load it, so this is the, let's say, final Excel report, Excel dashboard ready table that we have, along with the business summary, along with the report. So these are the 8 problem statements that we have solved. All right, so yes, and this is the final table that we have. All right, so this is the final table, and then the 7th problem statement, then the 4th one. So this was all up to the student feedback, and this is the final table, right? So this is the Excel dashboard ready table that we have, where all the let's say columns from all the tables have been combined. So if you look at it, we have course ID, title, category, instructor ID, then we have the published date, duration in hours, clean instructors, then instructor ID, instructor name, instructor details are here. Then we have the let's say the course content ID, course content title, and course content module number, course ID, course content duration. Then we have the student feedback ID, student course ID, student ID, feedback rating, and these details. And then moving forward, then we have the video analysis, right? So video analysis, content ID, watch duration, total duration, completion percentage, and clean video, watch analysis, last watched. So this is the Excel ready dashboard table, and these are the 6 problem statements that we have solved. So this is the, let's say, business summary. And as far as this report is concerned, these reports can be used, let's say, for the data analysis. And as far as the script is concerned, this is the SQL script that we can submit to the client or to the stakeholders. So guys, that brings us to the end of this session. So I'm switching to the PPT. So guys, in this session, we have seen, let's say, we have seen how to clean Excel dashboard ready table, how to generate the Excel dashboard ready table in the Power Query. And we have seen we do have the final script, the result, and the business summary that we can submit to the client or to the stakeholders. Thank you.